MacVoices at CES 2024. MacVoices is at CES in Las Vegas, folks. I'm Chuck Joyner. Matias, once again, has brought out some great new stuff. We want to talk to Steve about what they're showing here and what you'll soon be able to have on your desktop. Steve, good to see you as always.
Chuck, I'm always happy to see you, and thank you for coming to our booth.
Now, thank you for being here. It's a symbiotic thing. If you're not here, we're not coming. So, we just both have to say, yeah, we'll see you next year.
Okay, good.
But for this year, I know you have at least one announcement that I saw that was pretty interesting, and I think there are a few others as well.
Yes, the driving force behind all our new products this year is our Matias USB-C nano receiver. So nano receivers are the little dongle that plugs into your laptop that allows your mouse or keyboard to wirelessly connect to your computer, not using Bluetooth, using the more secure, reliable method of wireless USB-C. And for many years, the technology has been used to be regular wireless USB, and what we've done is we've improved upon that because of the transition from USB to USB-C. Let me show you what we've done.
Let's do it.
So this here is a traditional USB-A wireless receiver. So this is what Logitech came up with back in 2007, and it was a culmination of many years of improvements by them, making their wireless receivers smaller and smaller. This is a great form factor. When you poke it into the USB-A port, it only pokes out a little bit, so it's a really great, efficient, small wireless receiver, and this has been the standard really for 16 years, from 2007 to 2023. In 2024, though, a big change is happening, and that's this transition to USB-C. The European Union has mandated the switch to USB-C, and other jurisdictions around the world, like India, California, have also made similar rules. So, manufacturers have to get with the times, have to make USB-C wireless receivers. So, what have they done? Well, first of all, there's the lazy approach, which is some companies say, well, we'll just keep our existing USB-A receiver and we'll stick an adapter on here to make it USB-C. Well, that's pretty awful to me because it's going to poke out a really huge amount.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of those adapters.
And I don't know about you, but if it's just poking out of my laptop, I'm afraid it's going to snag or snap off. So anyway, some companies have developed USB-C wireless receivers, and here are a few that other companies have made. This one here is Lenovo. This is pretty good. It's not too far poking out. And here's a couple other ones that are bigger. But the trouble is they're still fairly big poking out. And if you compare it to the USB-A one, it pokes out way more than USB-A one did. So even though it's a modern connector, it really is kind of going backward in time. And we're essentially proposing these other companies are proposing a 2024 solution that has a wireless receiver poking out of the laptop more than it did back in 2006. That's not progress, that's going back. So we've invented a patent pending technology that allows you to have a USB-C nano receiver, yet still be small, and here's ours. So you can see it is so small, it's even smaller than the USB-A one, and it's way smaller.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So to me, this is the world we want for USB-C adapters, nano receivers, not these big poking out ones. And so now that we've invented this, we want to make use of it. So what we're doing is we're applying it to a whole bunch of new keyboards and mice, and here are some of them right here. So this is our basic wireless USB-C mouse, disposable batteries, modest ABS plastic, but has the feature of our wireless USB-C nano receiver, so it's got a nice small item poking into your laptop, and it's $29. So nice, inexpensive mouse. Upgrading to the wireless USB-C Pro mouse, again we use our USB-C nano receiver, but it's got premium PBT plastic that has nice touch, doesn't change color over time, and has other cool features like a rechargeable battery that lasts 3 years before you have to recharge it. It's got a removable cover. I've got bigger hands, so I like this size, but you can take off the cover magnetically, but on a smaller one, so you've got smaller hands that fits your...
That's a nice feature.
We want small hand and big hand people all to be happy. And other cool features, are included in here, but basically for $79 you get a more premium experience, the Matias wireless USB-C Pro mouse. This wireless USB-C nano receiver is also in our new keyboards. So if we look over here, we can see this is our Matias wireless USB-C aluminum keyboard. We've got silver aluminum with white keys, black aluminum with black keys, and again, you can see here basically wireless receiver. You type, it appears on the screen, and again, the advantage of this technology compared to say Bluetooth, it's a more reliable, less likely to have interference, more secure, AES 128-bit encryption. So it's a really good, solid, reliable connection that still gives you the advantages of wireless.
I mean, there's so many things here. Just like you said, the fact that even the old dongles that Logitech did, they still stuck out. Not as much as these solutions. Yours, the biggest problem I can see is maybe I would have trouble getting a hold of it to pull it out, and I assume that it's big enough to do that.
Yes, actually, we're including a little tool in there. If your hands are too big to get it out, we can just pop it out easy.
Perfect. Very nice. And Matias stuff always looks and feels so good.
Well, thank you. This particular one is a $79 keyboard, and you get all the premium aluminum and the premium wireless connection. It's a nice 2mm key travel keys. Basically it feels comfortable and enjoyable, and it's nice and reliable, just like you would expect.
Very nice, but that's not all.
That's not all. In addition, we thought, what's another way we could use this wireless USB-C receiver? So one of the big news in 2023 was Microsoft discontinuing its Sculpt ergonomic keyboard. This is a keyboard here. This is the Microsoft one, and it was being very popular for the last 10 years, and a lot of people have muscle memory to that shape and angle, and shockingly they stopped making this keyboard in 2023, and so a lot of people were very unhappy about that. So what we've done is we've made inspired by the Microsoft Sculpt ergonomic keyboard, we've made our own keyboard, the Matias sculpted ergonomic keyboard, a similar shape. We got a little bit bigger function keys because we thought the old ones were a little small. Instead of a disposable batteries in here, we've got our rechargeable battery for a 3-year battery life. We've improved the palm supports, natural rubber instead of this material. And of course, instead of a USB-A wireless receiver to connect to the computer, we've got 2 receivers here, our brand new USB-C nano receiver for modern computers. And we also include a traditional USB-A receiver if you haven't converted yet and you're still using an old computer.
Very nice, very nice. I assume the reception has been big on this. I mean, Microsoft is, we poke a lot of fun at Microsoft on my show, but the ergonomic keyboard was always a standout, and the fact that they discontinued it is still a surprise.
Microsoft is a big company for a good reason. They've made great stuff over the years. They've been making ergonomic keyboards and mice for 40 years. So, and this particular one for 10 years approximately. So they know what they're doing. They make nice stuff, and I understand, they've got new direction. They want to focus on AI and other important things, but there's a lot of people that care about keyboards, and if they don't want to make them themselves, other companies need to step into the lurch.
Well, the simple fact of the matter is that still, all of us still primarily interact with our computers by keyboard and by mouse or a pointing device of some kind. So AI has not replaced that yet, and it's not probably going to in the immediate future.
We've been making keyboards for 23 years, and I think for 22 of those 23 years, people said voice recognition is going to destroy the keyboard industry. But here we are, 23 years later, people still use keyboards, and of course, there will be an increasing role for AI and voice recognition and stuff, but there's always going to be a role for keyboards and typing.
I think some people have seen a little too much Star Trek. As much as I like it, just a little too much. So what's the price and availability on these things?
So for the Matias sculpted ergonomic keyboard, the retail price is $119, but we are shipping this in a few months, so we're doing a pre-order now of $99 to reward people for ordering early, and you can buy it as a bundle for $149 with our wireless PBT Matias wireless USB-C Pro mouse. And that way, one dongle controls both the keyboard and the mouse.
Perfect. How about the other keyboards? They're already on the market, right?
Yes, we're doing production right now. They'll be in our store very shortly. We're actually saying on our site we're shipping in March, but we'll hopefully have a little bit early before that.
Great. And the website where folks go to learn all about it and to do their pre-orders for the sculpted keyboard.
Matias.ca, Matias.ca.
Steve, it's so good to see you. Thanks so much. Appreciate the time.
Oh, always happy to see you.
Folks, more from CES in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.